Hello there guys, this is the Prussian Prince and I am here with Zript. Hello there Zript.
Hello, hello!
So this is basically the Aggony 1v1 Championship semifinals. This is the second one. In the first semifinal, Ro4 got a 4-1 win over Taiko. Wasn't really a huge deal for him to advance. It seemed as he was the favorite, you could say, in that matchup anyway, but it's gonna be really hard for him to win his next match because it's gonna be either Duck or Miv who will face him, and both of those players are quite strong. So
Yep.
Whoever wins here will be the favorite to win the tournament between Duck and Miv. And remember that this is a best of 7, so it's gonna take quite a long time.
Yeah, and yesterday, actually, we were wrong with our... Well, at least I was wrong with my prediction. I thought that yesterday, first match would be some sort of experimental match, and then everything will be very slow. And it was completely opposite.
Yeah.
It started as a very slow match, and then went very dynamic. And honestly, today I think both players level a little bit higher,
Yeah.
so I guess
Well,
today may actually be longer
yeah.
match.
And the game is starting, so here we go. We have Duck attacking in the first game on Tranquil Streams. He's positioned units on both of the islands, it seems. He's got on his right flank some Yariki rank 6, Yariki rank 6, Yariki rank 6, Yariki rank 6. 4 of those, pretty standard. Then at center he's got a General's Bodyguard, Bushido Gun, also pretty standard, and some Shogunate Infantry, Red Bear Infantry rank 2, Shogunate Infantry, and I believe that's all I can say for now. As for his opponent Miv,
And I
He's
cannot
got-
help you here.
yeah, his opponent Miv, he's got Command General, and a very different army composition from what I can tell. He's got 3 Imperial Infantry 150 range, 150 range Marine unit, 3 Spear Levy, actually make that 4. He's got some Red Bears, of course, and 2 of those, and 2 Shinsengumi Police Force.
How
And some
interesting one,
yeah.
interesting.
And some vanilla Yariki. That's what seems to be his build. He's got the workshop right now, which is really helpful. He's also gonna get the archery dojo, but Duck's gonna have the sword dojo. Though
I guess Miv is defending this game, right?
yes, Miv is a defender, and oh, it looks like Miv got nice volley on those red bears, on Duck's red bears. Now Duck's gonna attack on his left flank because he's got a little bit of a superiority over there. It seems Miv notices it and he smartly pulls back. He doesn't want to face Duck in that position because it's not gonna be too good for him. And Duck charges straight into a spear levy, but thankfully he's gonna micro out of there. He is. Oh, and Miv's revolver cap got 20 kills. That's pretty decent on some Yariki, but it's getting caught right now, so he's doing a good job pulling out of there. He's gonna, and actually Aggony Duck's gonna run in with his Shogunate Guard Cav into the Imperial Infantry 150 range, and now he's gonna be able to route that spear levy with his own Yarikachi. So he's actually pushing through Miv's right flank, and the thing is though that his Cav is right now getting shut up by the revolver Cav of Miv, and his Yariki, they seem to be going through, but at this point it just seems like they'll be withered down by the red bears of Miv and the revolver cavalry. So at one point Duck's gonna be able to lose all his cavalry, and naval bombardment might hit Duck's general, but it seems like Duck reacts just in time. His general could have died there, but at this point I think if Duck's whole cavalry force dies, I don't think he's going to be able to pull a win over here, as
Yeah.
Miv just has a lot of line units available, and he's got Shinsengumi, which are quite good in melee, but Duck does have 2 Yarikachi that are both have over 140 men, but now they're gonna blob up, and Miv's revolver cavalry is still alive. But Duck's got
well,
the key into the marine unit, so that's good for him.
but still, it looks very grim for Duck right now. And of course, I have a like 5-second delay on the stream.
Yeah.
So, but from what I can tell, in the end, Duck will have to somehow use his general and 3 line units against a whole lot of Miv's unit.
Yeah. Miv's Marine's still alive though. I mean, that ERE key did do some damage to the marine unit, but still, and now it's getting shot up by the red bears, so I think at this point, I don't know, but I don't see Duck being able to do this, but he's doing all he can with his cav right now, but I don't know how much he can do in fact though.
He might be getting the general from what I can tell.
Well, there's 2 units firing into the cav and it's gone,
well, not
but
only
he's
with
got
cav.
the Shogunate infantry coming in, and that's gonna be quite helpful. Actually,
some flanking shots.
Yeah, but the marine unit is charging into the Shogunate infantry, and that marine unit should be able to win in mana. And actually, Duck is pushing through with his Yarikachi, because I guess Miv doesn't have line of sight or something, because he couldn't fire with his red bears.
And in this choke point between 2 dodgers, Duck doing a very good job by focusing these 2 line units.
And now he's gonna charge his general into the marine unit, it seems, and that might be able to rout the marine unit. Oh no, it's not routing, it's at 50 men. Now it's wavering, and the Arikachi of Duck are doing a phenomenal job right now, but I guess they can't really run after everything, so Miv's got the thing is that Miv's still got 3 line units that can fire at Duck's Yarikachi, and now
well, I don't know, I think Duck have enough tools right now, interestingly enough. And the question is, he can't spare any units to get the general of Miv, interestingly enough. Now he has to use his general to charge the line.
Yeah,
but, yeah, he have to go for line of Miv.
And he's gonna get that, I think. But actually it's the Shinsengumi police force, so they have really nice melee stats. They're probably gonna be able to do a lot of damage to the cav of, I mean the gen of Duck, and probably that Yarikachi too. And the Shinsengumi are still alive, and now the red bears are gonna come in and deliver some flanking shots, I suppose. Shinsengumi is still alive against Yarikachi, unbelievably. And it seems like now Duck has to pull back with Shogunate infantry, yeah.
And the main point here is Duck actually had enough force to kill everything, but Miv made him split.
Yeah.
And now, in small chunks, Miv forces actually look stronger. And Duck, you see, he's using his general to save his Yarikachi. Smart move, getting everything he can from this situation, but I don't think it will be enough. Yeah, it doesn't feel so.
Duck is now
dead.
But surprisingly, he still has units alive. Yarikachi is still there, but the red bears are gonna be able to take them out if he micros the red bears properly. Yeah,
ridiculously close game, and you can see how close it is just from the fact that Duck couldn't spare any units to attack standard fight general of Miv.
Yeah.
It's when you think about it, it's so strange.
Yeah, he can now take down Miv's gen if he wants to, but
he tries. His general bodyguard tries to shoot.
Okay, down to 7 men. He could take out his gen. If he does, that's probably gonna help out a lot. I guess Duck still has a small chance, but Miv's general is still alive. And now Duck's gonna have to run away with his Yarikachi. But Duck general is getting targeted now. He's down to 1 man. He should be routing anytime soon.
It's in a standard fight. It will not rout that easily.
I mean Duck's general, and it's routed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so is Miv's though. Miv, I mean Duck still has a line infantry that can fire, but it's only got 12 ammo and 245 kills. I wonder if it still has enough ammo left. It Probably a little bit, I guess. Have to see though. But Miv still has that spear levy that's coming back, and it's gonna turn around and fire at those Yarikachis and rout them, and I believe that should be the end of this game. There we go, the Yarikachi is routed. Shogunate infantry is also routed, so Miv takes a very close and insanely disputed first game.
Yeah.
This was just
and that's what I was telling when we discussed it. Duck certainly generally stronger player, but it doesn't mean that in certain environments Mif cannot win. It was very close game, and I think it showed once again how fragile this cavalry heavy play is when you meet someone who actually prepared to play against it.
Yeah.
It's very risky.
And now we can see the unit statistics. So for Miv, his most effective unit, well, his 3 best units, Shinsengumi, Imperial Infantry, and United States Marines, but in the other order. Actually, that Shinsengumi did really well. Revolver Cavalry, well, it killed some Yarikis of Duck, so that was pretty decent on his part, I suppose. As for Duck, though, he has Yarikachi with 282 kills, Shogunate Infantry with 245 kills, another Yarikachi with 190 kills, a Red Bear with 138 kills.
Shogunate could not do better sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess
I should try and join the game. Can you write me in chat the game name and password?
I think game name is Duck versus Miv or something like that.
And password is probably standard.
Yes, standard and most secure password that there ever was and there ever will.
Okay, I see it.
Very interesting first game.
Yep.
And extremely hard to predict.
Well, it's for us as commentators and as viewers, this is a very good start.
Yeah.
Because we know for sure that Duck can hold the punch, so it will not end that easily.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like to see a very passive ending, because they both know how to make games slow and careful.
Yeah, and this time it's gonna be Miv attacking, so would be interesting if Miv tries a rush, but I think he mostly brings mixed army compositions, so...
Yeah, I think I have to I don't like to do it, but I have to stop my upload, otherwise game will lag. Okay, and Duck is already ready. I think he had yeah, and they both ready very fast. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they have builds for all 7 games prepared.
Yeah.
This is those kind of players.
Well, I had that too against Surge, and I guess that worked fine. I also had builds prepared against Taiko, but for some reason I decided not to use them. Like,
yeah, that's the worst thing different. You can do. Yeah. And no trash talking, no mind games, and
yeah. Game is loading, so
yep. Second
like
game.
They want to do this very quickly.
Yeah, and it's becoming tradition that I don't have a first game recorded. So, well, more people I sent to your channel, maybe 2 or 3 viewers now and then. So, yet again, Tranquil streams, and you know, so far in the previous semifinals and in first game of this semifinal, we see players to choose the side of a map with 2 dodges and almost completely ignoring the second cost. But this time it might be different because 2 dodges on one side are farmhouse and workshop, and on the other side we have archery dojo. So they might actually go for an archery dojo.
Yeah, wait, are Miv's retainers bugged? I think so. He doesn't have attack on Yariki.
18 attack, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's for him to notice, I guess.
Well, I can tell him.
Well, yeah, it would be a good thing if you noticed already.
Yeah, I told him.
Yep. And we might need to rehost.
Oh, he says no.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, you did what you should.
Well, that's... I guess he doesn't use that retainer, but it's
well,
strange.
That's what we talked about. If you don't go for cavalry domination, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, sometimes with command gen, for example, I wouldn't be surprised if he have speed retainer for general bodyguard. It might be a smart thing to do because command gen is really fragile. And I have to check out the chat. And that because right now I'm managing Flash tournament Quick and Dead as a substitute admin.
And our game is starting, so I am going to go over the build of Miv this time around. He's got a command general, then he's got looks like kind of similar-ish build, but he has changed something. He's added an Imperial Guard infantry, 150 range. He's got still some spear levy, still some red bears, so the usual stuff, and some vanilla and rank 2 Yariki, I think, or actually it's just rank 2
and
only.
rank 3.
Yeah, rank 2, rank 3, I guess. Yeah, and that is all I can say for Miv, I think. So we just gotta go over Duck's build. Do you want to do it?
Yep, and it's basically melee rush, but it have quite a high moral line contingent. A Vermilion Blood Force with 2 Shinsegumi Police Force. I surprised how often I start to see them, but well, maybe it makes sense to get 10 morale unit with moral aura from Vermilion Blood Force. He also have 2 spear levies, 2 Yarikachi level 2, 3 Yarikachi level 2, okay, I see. And he have spear attack retainer, because his Yarikachi have 59 attack.
Yeah. And surprisingly, I don't see
only
any...
what, Shogitai?
Yeah, surprisingly, I don't see any Yariki. I see Revolver Cav and 4 Saber Cav rank 2, though.
Yep, and well, price-wise, it seems it's all that he have. Maybe he's hiding 1 unit, maybe 2. But I don't think he... well, considering how many Yarikachi he have, I wouldn't think that he really brought Yariki. Let's try and imagine how he plans to use this force. I guess he wants to start shooting with his high morale line using spear levies as mid shield, maybe. And then just rush, and when shooting starts, he wants to sneak his saber cavalry in.
Yeah.
Now,
Very interesting build and innovative, though. I haven't seen it
very
before.
innovative, and it's difficult to use. Well, at least against the kind of build Miv brought. I would say semi spam offline.
Yeah.
Shinsegumes. Man, you see, melee. He have 5 line units with strong melee, and that's ignoring infantry the marine. All red bears and both Shinsegume police force are actually quite good against cavalry. We have seen it already.
Yeah, and it's gonna be difficult for Duck to attack
Yeah.
Miv, but he doesn't have to attack, but he kind of has the more aggressive build. So.
And I think this lack of 150s might be a huge deal on a dark spot. But look how nicely he uses this terrain. So now if Miv wants to use his 150s, to be honest, there is no angle where he can use his 150 range. Because of this small hill near the workshop. I guess it's a smart to do as a defender, and as you can see, Duck doesn't plan to camp forest or anything. He wants to meet his opponent on open field. I wonder why. Probably because this workshop is a very nice pivot point. You can use it to hide from 150s of your opponent. Actually, might be line of sight or not. Yes, first volley going on. Interesting.
Looks like Duck might still get a volley off on that spear levy, but is he gonna? Or is he not gonna?
He isn't. Yeah, finally he's getting, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. But well, on the other hand, if you look at the kills this Imperial Guard infantry have, it's only 8 kills. And for the whole unit of spear levies, if they die. Oh, and Duck starting. I don't know. Full frontal attack. I don't know about that.
We'll see. And he doesn't.
I know. Well, it's actually interesting because he used it to force Miv to move his 150s, and now he moved his own line closer. He's in range. He got free volley, and surprisingly, look at Miv's units. He got 1 volley with his Shinsegume Police Force and killed only 3 men. 3 men, while line of Duck killed 33, 29. And 82.
Yeah, that
so
was
it was
beautiful.
Worth it.
Yeah, it was a very nice move.
And well, we will see how long can it continue. I'm actually very excited to see this.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Way to throw your opponent out of balance. Oh man, and I have to check the tournament. Okay.
And looks like Duck is gonna try to skirmish with Jen? I don't know, because well, he was moving it on the flank, so I don't know what he wanted. But yeah. Thing is though that Miv's got the archery dojo, so that's helping him a bit. But Duck's got the workshop and he's got the farmhouse, so
and now Miv actually retreating over the river under some shots at the Shinsegume Police. And yet again, look at this. Let's say it was a half volley and it only killed 1 man because of this strange angle and because of all the forest. And finally Duck decides to remind Miv that he is attacking.
And he knows.
And yeah, he remembers. And he plans to attack really wide, it seems. And well, I guess I have to admin tournament a little bit.
Yeah.
Pointman actually managed to lost in the first round. Probably he prefers to watch our stream.
Yeah, so who did he lose to though?
Clayton. He lost to Clayton. Okay.
Okay, so I guess he's gonna use some lines to protect that river crossing, and then he's gonna send the rest to flank around or something. That's what he seems to be doing. No, actually he's not gonna keep any line units in the center, it seems. He's sending everything on one flank. Well, I guess there's more room to maneuver on the other flank. And actually, on this side, 150 is a little bit more useful. A little bit, but not by a lot.
No, I still think there is enough terrain features to hide from 150 range.
Yeah, and Duck is... Actually, I think Duck can still get shot. He needs to go a little bit back, just to be sure. Because he still can get shot by Miv's guard infantry.
But
do they have line of sight? A little bit. Yeah, they have some line of sight.
Now it's actually a little bit... I think now Miv a little bit more open for cavalry going around. Because now Duck can actually sneak a cavalry all the way around. And Miv already showed his revolver cavalry, so Duck knows about it. Yeah, it's a... if we try to look at it from Miv's point of view, it's actually... difficult. How do you approach it? I mean, on his place, personally, to be honest, I wouldn't risk my spear levies anymore. I would just heavy push, because at some point you have to engage and fight with this sabre cavalry. So why delay it? Why not move in and start shooting? I don't know.
Looks like he's gonna go in now, but he doesn't have line of sight. So...
yeah, and the thing is, what Miv tries to do, he don't want to cross the river with all his forces, because if he does it, he will not be able to run from rushing melee infantry of Duck so easily. Because his units would be tangled up in each other, it really would be difficult to retreat. And with his build, he wants to be able to retreat. Okay. Yeah, and I'm looking at chat, and Pointman says that he doesn't think that it's possible to win by crossing the river. For me, I totally agree.
Yeah, but he has to.
No, he has to attack. It doesn't mean that he have to cross with all he have.
Yeah.
But it means that he have to somehow find an angle to use his 150s.
Oh, and
Duck does the same thing. And I wonder... and yes, yet again...
volley.
Yeah, 3 kills, like...
oh, he's going in? Oh,
yeah,
no,
actually.
He's going back. But
well,
this
his
is
line
not
moving in, that's for sure.
Oh,
and maybe way too close. He moved way too close.
He lost his revolver cav.
Well, they will be back. That's
though.
sure. Yeah. But only 25 kills so far on this unit.
Yeah, and all spear levies, so not worth it. And he's gonna lose some of his vermilions too. So, in the beginning, it looked like he was gonna do what he did earlier, but it didn't work as well anymore.
Overcommitted.
Yeah.
And now actually Duck might be losing this Shinsengumi police force. At least it will get high casualties. This isn't cost-effective exchange for him, fighting with this Shinsengumi police force against Redbears, because they have the same stat.
Yeah. Yariki gonna get in though, and they're gonna be facing Saber Cav, so another efficient trade for Miv in terms of units. Yariki versus Saber Cav.
You know, actually, if you look at this Sabre Cavalry, it have 26 melee attack against this Yariki that have only 16. So the difference in stats in the end, considering bonus against cavalry, only 5 attack. It isn't that significant. And well, I think this was a good exchange because Yariki for me more important than this red bears, in my opinion. But half unit of Sabre cavalry, half unit Shinsengumi Police.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you think about it, this Shinsengumi Police force isn't that important part of Duck's army. Well, we will see.
Once again, he tries to push, but he even got the first volley.
Yet again, how is this? How is this happening? I don't. This makes me rage so hard.
Well,
how?
And Miv's gonna lose that red bear.
And you know the theory is that it depends on line of sight depends on the right man seeing a far away left man.
But and everyone saw each other, I think. They saw everything, every man, I think.
Yeah, so it seems that this theory isn't working at all.
So that was a very good exchange for Duck. And he's gonna pull back now after having gotten that exchange.
But at the same time, he lost ground on other side. Because now Miv kinda positioned his 150 as well.
Oh, is he going in or is he faking? Oh, once again he's faking.
He's faking. Because right now Duck cannot melee rush just because for his rush to succeed he needs his Vermilion Dot first and well he needs his line to be closer.
Yeah, but the thing is that now all of Miv's forces are crossed past the river, so they can't really retreat now. That's a problem for me.
Can yet if he reacts fast enough.
But he's still crossing, even with those. I don't know why he's getting so close with all his units. It seems like he's gonna blob up.
At some point,
I don't agree with this. I don't think this is because they can't even fire from that position. So why even have him? And Duck is gonna be taking this opportunity to run in.
Yet again, first volley from this Vermilion Bloodforce. This is strange.
Yes.
And revolver cavalry of Duck of Miv going in. I don't agree with this. Look how risky they positioned. He's going to lose them.
Yeah, so this is Miv's problem. He's too far. I mean, I think he went too far ahead with all his units. He needed to pull back a little bit because now they can't even fire at this point. The ones in the back can't even fire. They're not getting.
And
any
look,
kills
Sabre cavalry
whatsoever.
of Duck sneaking in the rear. It's over. It's no question here. I don't believe anyone can pull this out.
Yeah, I guess this is over. I don't know why Miv did what he did. That was. I don't know why you would ever want to do that, because you know that they can't fire because they've got units right in front of them. So why do that? There's like 1 meter, 2 meter distance, whatever, between all those units.
And look how interestingly Duck played this. He brought a very aggressive composition as a defender and actually made it so that Miv as attacker have to put himself in position where he cannot retreat. It's a kind of scary plan. I mean,
yes,
that sort of exploits tournament rules, but well, we all do it because defender have to use his advantage. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think this is much scarier than a camping tactic.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, it's yet again a huge risk to bring such a build, and in a sense, but I mean, it's difficult to imagine on other maps, because here Myth actually had a counter build in a sense. He didn't have that many cavalry, so all these Yarikachi were sort of a waste. So I don't think Duck had an advantage build-wise generally, but on this specific map. And as I can see, Duck have 8 bronze general actually. Yeah, he is. So, almost the same amount of manpower deployed, but it was a slaughter. It was complete slaughter.
Yes.
It's 700 man difference in killed and lost. And Duck used his Shinsegumi police force with great effectiveness. I'm very surprised with their performance. 190 kills, 135. Yarikachi, Sabre Cavalry, well. And in the end, surprisingly, Revolver Cavalry of Duck did very well. This remaining 22 men killed 70 more men.
I guess 70, yeah, because they killed 30 initially. The Spear Levy.
Yep, then...
Even for Miv,
and for me, Shinsegumi police force yet again. Interesting to say the least, but still 900 for this unit. Man, I don't know. I think maybe in a line heavy composition you can bring to. I guess this morale is really comes into play in the end. This morale advantage, and the thing is, of course they would easily lose to some sort of Royal Marines, right? But they still have some advantage over Red Bears. Interesting. Infantry de Marine, look at this. Imperial Guard Infantry and Infantry de Marine of Myth weren't that effective at all. You know what would I do on Myth spot? I would position my 150s on just cross the river and position 150s there and move 2 Red Bears ahead. And everything that attacks these Red Bears would be decimated. So sort of keep them in your zone of control and use them as a scout.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can imagine it right now. Well, we will see how it goes. And see you in next game, guys. Okay, and tournament going on.
Oh, you rejoined the room.
What room?
The game.
Oh, okay. Unspecified error. Wait a second. Okay, in. And slumbering settlement it is. Okay.
Again, I was just very surprised that he crossed with everything, because then he blobbed up all his units.
Yeah, but in a match it's difficult to reinvent the game. I guess. Okay. Okay.
So second, well actually third game is now loading up. So we should be in the deployment zone very soonish.
Yep.
It's gonna be Slumbering Settlement now though, and Duck's gonna be the attacker in the first game, so it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of build he's gonna be bringing. I would expect, I don't know, but still probably mixed would be his choice, but we'll still have to wait and see.
Yeah, and this map doesn't really look good for cavalry heavy. It still can work, but so much forest. I mean, and yeah, as we can see, some pragmatic thinking on both sides. Very pragmatic, I should say.
Indeed. So we're expecting from Duck's point of view, left flank archery, center sword dojo, and on the right we have a shrine. So it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah,
but
how
probably,
they split.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see if they want to take the archery or shrine, but I would take the shrine instead of the archery, I think. But it's
depends.
yeah, it's still difficult to say. It also depends on like the kind of builds they use too. So if they go for like full line spam, archery dojo might be good, and if the opponent goes for full melee, I don't know.
You know,
it depends on the situation, but shrine is always useful. So
yeah, but I mean, it would. I would be able to talk freely when the game actually starts. But I believe with Duck's build, archery dojo would be more sufficient, and with Myths, it's probably the same. Because, well, they have a view of each other, so because Duck have Shinobi form and Myth have Reconnaissance. Oh, no, wait, he changed his general. But let's say they both has units with aura.
okay, so Miv's ready, just waiting for Duck right now, but this should be an interesting game, like all the other ones actually. The first and second game were quite interesting, and
yeah,
especially second game, I would say, even more so than the first.
Okay, they both ready, and
game should be starting in any moment now, and the game is starting. So for Duck, we have a Bushido gun general. So he hasn't switched his army composition, which is actually strange considering what he brought, because he has some spear levy, I assume. Yeah, he does.
Wait, who do you talking about?
About Duck, he's got.
Well,
gun
he
Bushido
did switch
still.
his army composition.
No, I mean his general.
General,
still
yeah.
gun Bushido,
Okay.
and then he's got Marines 150, more Marines 150, some Shogunate infantry 150 range as well. Black Tortoise vanilla, so basically a mix of spears, 150s, and line infantry. And that's his build.
And I guess you can say that Duck is the one who really watch all replays he can get in his hands. And on this map, over this tournament, I think the strongest player on this map always were some sort of a line spam. Even so, if it's have been losing, like in Green Star case, it still was so strong and scary. And well,
look at Mev's left flank. He's about to get shot by Shinsengumi,
actually, yeah.
They are fine.
Interestingly enough,
there was no line of sight. And they're gonna get a nice charge into the Shinsengumi, but Shinsengumi have nice stats. But so do the Arikis.
And let me go over fight in the middle, shooting in the middle already started, but let me go fast over the composition of MIF. It's 4 Yariki level 6, it's Imperial Guard Cavalry, which is already decimating one Spear Levy. He have, I believe, 4 line units, United States Marines with 150 range, and Imperial Infantry with 150 range, and Redbeards with Black Tortoise Force. And honestly, I think he should be hiding something.
And wow, that's such a nice engagement for Miv at this point. If he gets to rout that Shinsengumi and... Oh, but the Red Bear get a nice volley off. And Duck still has Spear Levy now, though.
Miv charging his Imperial Guard Cavalry into melee to get this Red Bears. And two Shinsengumi Police Force routed, and this Red Bears might actually die as well. Got charged from 2 sides. Now for me, it's only a question of not letting this two Shinsengumi Police Force come back from routing. And it will be 1 unit of Yariki for 2 full line units.
Oh,
and
but the Imperial
Guard Cavalry dying as well.
So actually, Miv just pretty much wasted his advantage that he had there for a moment.
Yeah. It still sounds like... No, it's not even exchange.
No, yeah.
And it might be almost even price-wise, but tool-wise, it's not. Because I believe Yaruki and Imperial Guard Cavalry is much more important than Shinsengumi Police Force. But on the other hand, nice exchange near the archery dojo. Duck already lost 50 men on his United States Marines
and
without...
Israel Marines are losing men too. He has to pull back.
And look at this, he doesn't have line of sight. How?
Yeah, he couldn't fire back. He couldn't fire at those Black Tortoise with his Marines. He didn't get the first volley. Or did he? I think he did actually. I don't know, but I wasn't paying attention to that. But it seemed like he
Let's see again, they're moving in again. And you see, then... Oh, finally they're shooting, yeah.
There we go.
Now Duck using his Spear Levy as a mid shield for his United States Marines. And he is pushing on far away flank. Duck actually close to controlling all 3 dodges, and right now it looks very bad for me. He just don't have enough meat to deal with this. Duck can afford losing units. He can actually throw away some of his units. And Miv not even in a stand-and fight with his general. Oh yeah, it's not common gen this time. I'm sorry. But United States Marines of Duck actually dead, and these 2 Yaruki actually wrecking kills on left flank of Duck. But I'm not sure if it will be enough. Because right now, Mif balancing on the verge of losing all of his... yeah, he just don't have enough units.
Yeah, and Duck sending his general in to support his left flank.
But this Yariki of Mif sneaking at the back of Duck's army, maybe they can get this general or not. It depends on...
Well,
no,
he's got Red Bears. Yeah.
But overall...
He needs to pull back Miv, that is, on his left flank, because he's getting shot at by 2 units.
But overall, he's using his forest position quite well, I believe.
Oh, Miv's Marines are not firing. Oh, finally they're firing. They weren't firing for a long time. Well, not for a long time, but yeah.
It looks like even exchange right now.
Your men are routing, sir.
The only problem for me, if I believe, his Royal Marines should run out of ammo pretty soon.
Duck has all dojos at this point, so...
Yeah, that's... And now he actually have morale, but he lost his gen. Mif trying to get his general into melee, but he choose the worst angle possible. And Duck, what are you doing, Duck? Moving his red bears right when he should be shooting at this Mif's general. Oh, he actually got volleyed. Look at this.
Yeah. 15, 14,
so bad angle,
9,
so bad angle.
Oh, he's gonna
And
lose
it's
his
over.
gen because of that. And yes, he's losing the rest of his units. And he's getting chased. He lost his gen.
Very interesting start of the game, and but in
Losing
the end,
his
I
red
think
bear too. With the
Duck
Marines.
have had a clear build advantage, and Mif did the main mistake. Mif did, I believe. He actually fought at 2 places at the same time, maybe even at 3 places. And when you have stronger cavalry, you want to deliver a very concentrated blow at your opponent, because when the front spread up, Duck certainly have an advantage because he have more units.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And yeah, like that's how you beat a line spam. You are more mobile, so you have to use your mobility.
Yeah, and Mif never used all of his 4 Yariki together. And you see, he didn't really count price of Duck army well. It's very difficult when you have such a huge army, and he didn't realize that there is 2 units hidden, which probably what lost him the game in the first place. It still was very close, but I think the last move by Duck were getting this shrine by this spear levies. It's actually decided the outcome of the game. Well, I'm sorry, it was kind of decided before. I mean, it was really finishing point. It was over. And you see, Miv shows some weaknesses when under high pressure. Like in previous game, he did some strange things, and in this game, instead of flanking a little bit, he actually charged his general right through the middle, face to face. You don't want to do that. Maybe if he actually flanked with his general and charged at the back of that red bears, it could have been much better. And let's see. 1,000 man difference in deployed manpower, and only 450 man difference in killed. Mif still was more effective, but not more cost effective.
Yeah.
Oh,
Marines of Miv, just look at look at the Marines of Miv.
400 kills. This is sick, and you see, he actually used 2 of his Yariki very well. 200 and 110 kills. So he used his forces with great effectiveness, but I mean, he needs like 400 more kills to win this game.
With 400 more kills with his Marines, 800 kill Marines.
Yeah. Oh, and actually there is one unit of Mif that I didn't count. It's Captain Duck, Shogunate Guard Cavalry.
Well, it didn't do well.
And,
Surprisingly.
yeah, I should say that's unfortunately the case. Because certainly I would like to see Duck losing to a strong cavalry play.
Yeah.
But that would be interesting.
Duck
But
losing to Duck.
Okay then, waiting for next game. And yet again I have to rejoin.
Same here.
So they're rehosting. Okay.
And I'm back in. Wow, I'm the last one to get back in. I'm so slow. Well, this was
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Well, as all previous games. Um,
Well, certainly the match turned around right now because Miv had the early lead. Now Duck's got 2 games in a row, so
yeah.
Miv has to do something because if he loses a game now, I honestly don't believe he can win 3 in a row against Duck. So
Well, I think the best thing you can do is just play your game as you prepared. Because anything can go wrong, but it doesn't mean you have to change your plans.
yeah, I don't think Miv can pull off a taiko. People are saying in chat.
We will see.
I think it would be even hard for. I mean, it would be hard for Duck even to pull off a taiko here, if he was in the situation Miv is in, and with another game down. Like if he was in like a 3-1 situation, I don't think even Duck wouldn't be able to win 3 games in a row. Yeah,
but still possible. Fortunately, in this game. And just so I can know how many views we have right now.
We have 34. 40? Oh no, 34. Yeah, I thought you said 44, and I was like, what? Surprising.
Yeah, and I think our 34 viewers could actually spam some invites because, as you can see, this is a very interesting match, and it would be very cool if more people see it. Because even if Miv lose it, I mean, one-sidedly, let's imagine it, it's still very interesting to see how very good player Duck does against another very good player, Miv. Generally, Miv kind of weaker because he doesn't have such a strong history, but they both are scary players to meet, and it's interesting to see how they decide to deal between them.
Interesting that you say that he doesn't have such a scary history, but he still kind of does.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, this year Duck won. I think everything you can win on international tournaments. So I can't imagine someone winning that much. But of course, Miv have. I don't know. It's somehow. He doesn't have such a distinct play style as Duck, but I mean, he is so quiet, or how should I call it? But suddenly you notice he's in semifinals already.
Yeah.
He is here. I mean, that's how Il Terrible and Taika somehow. So it's still and if Il Terrible and Taika maybe first time in the semifinals of such a huge tournament. Miv did that before, and not once. So yeah, he is a proven fighter. But at this point I still think he is a little bit weaker. I mean, can anyone really dispute with Duck on in terms of game knowledge? He can take random build and not necessarily win, but use his strengths and weaknesses of any build he takes. That's very cool, I think. And let me start the recording. And this is a 4th game. Score right now is 2-1. And we have 2nd game on Slumbering Settlements. And in this game, I believe Miv should be attacker, right?
Yes, he is the attacker indeed.
And I think like you got a little bit quieter.
Oh, that's strange. Because I don't know. I don't see any difference.
Oh, now you louder. Maybe you're away from microphone a little bit.
Maybe. But yeah, this time we have on the left farmhouse, center shrine, and right workshop. So of course they're gonna contest the shrine. There's no doubt
Question
about that.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what kind of builds both players are gonna bring this time around. But if I think about it, Duck last game, he didn't really bring such strong cavalry. So maybe this time he might, because I guess he might have just refreshed his cavalry. I don't know. We'll see. As for me, I don't know what he could bring. He could go for melee rush, but again on this map there's choke points, so it's hard to do it.
Okay, they both ready, and well, I think no hiding here. From what we can see so far, Duck has his usual thing. Okay, and game starting. And so far, Duck showed us 2 Yariki level 6 and 2 Shogunate Guard Cavalry level 5 and... oh, wait, 1 Shogunate Guard Cavalry so far. Yeah. 4 Yariki level 6, 2 Black Tortoise Forces and 2 Sabre Cavalry level 2. His general, Bushido Gen with gun enabled. Now for Myth, I guess.
So for Maeve, he's got a gun Bushido General and some Imperial Guard Cav and weaker cavalry than Duck overall, I think. But here we have the engagement. Actually, it's starting, so I can't really see his build, but he's got mostly line and 150s. But yeah, the engagement is starting right now.
His Yariki a little bit weaker, but he's winning. Level 5 and level 6 Yariki almost routed 2 level 6 Yariki. I don't know how. Is he pulling through or something? But they were in different formations.
Yeah. Miv's now got supporting lines and they'll be able to help out.
I know why.
And he
because
got
of
the first volley with Imperial Guard Cav as well, I think. Or did he?
Yeah, because of that. He got, well, like 10 men killed. It wasn't much, but look how depleted cavalry of Duck now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think this game is almost lost for Duck.
yeah.
I think
just by this cavalry engagement. This Sabre cavalry, this Imperial Guard cavalry is going to win it for me no matter what happens next. I mean, I can't imagine what Duck can do. I just can't imagine. And he showed us 3 Shogitais and 1 more Black Tortoise Force, and they're doing nothing. I mean, he isn't even controlling them right now.
Yeah, he's even suiciding his general. Now he's pulling back, but he is gonna lose his cav now for sure.
I don't know what he's doing near the spear levies. Risk him, but he actually bought himself time to move his Shogitais closer, and now they're. I don't know if he pulls it. I don't know what I will do. I will stop drinking for a week.
No, for your entire life.
Not possible here. But
what? So you can't? You think Duck still can do it? Then?
There is a small chance because of 3 Shogitais. There is always chance, but it doesn't seem so good because now he lost his general. He doesn't have heroic assault.
Doesn't have his cav.
Yeah, but
1.
On the other hand, Miv actually doesn't have his cavalry as well.
And
he
Miv
doesn't have
isn't
his
kiting enough.
And his line is in very, very blobbed up formation right now, so it's still possible.
Okay, so now he's gonna stop the Shogitai with Spear Levy, but he's not kiting enough.
and his general got charged. But I think this general can win against this Shogunate Guard cavalry.
Oh, but yeah, there we go. Shogunate Guard Cav is gonna be out of it.
I think Duck mismicroed his sabre cavalry, charging them in these spear levies and losing. It wasn't necessary, I believe. But I don't know. It still looks very good for Mif, but he is both his 150 range units in a very awkward position.
And Infantry the Marine getting shot at by Black Tortoise, but now Infantry the Marine is gonna make short work of the Black Tortoise. Though Duck's getting more assistance from the other Black Tortoise, but that Black Tortoise should be routing soon. And the Shogutai of Duck are now running out of steam, I think.
No,
and
not yet.
Yeah, well, they're in
They
melee
look
with
like
Spear
they're
Levy,
routing,
and
but-
now the Shogutai. Well, one of them is in melee with Spear Levy, and there's Red Bear's positioned nicely to take them out. If you see over here. But Shogutai are coming in,
not
though.
that easily.
Yeah. Still alive. Wait, it's actually not looking that bad anymore for Duck. He's gonna get that Marine unit, that Infantry the Marine, and he might get into melee with the Imperial Guard infantry.
Not sure about that, but
he still might. 120 men left, so he still might get. He's getting into melee with that Imperial Guard infantry.
Yep.
Wait,
so it's anyone's game yet. It's certainly not over for Duck.
Yeah, how is he doing so much? How is he? He's doing so well after such a failed initial attack, like.
But he's running out of steam.
Yeah.
Because right now, actually, Mif only have to keep his general alive and use his range.
Yeah, he still has that Marine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so Mif losing his gen, okay, but still Mif got a forest position. Who is attacker? Mif actually.
Mif, yeah. He's gonna lose the other Imperial Guard infantry to the Shogutai though, so. And now it looks like Duck's gonna pull back to make sure that he can use all his units. But yeah.
3 Black Tortoise forces and 1 Shogutai against 3 Red Bears.
Look at the balance of power, it's actually in Duck's favor. This is...
I think it's... The main problem for Duck right now is how is he going to use his Shogutai? That's the question. Because right now it's very difficult for him to close up. Of course he is going to defend in this forest, but there is 2 problems with this position of Black Tortoise forces. You see this small hill? It's actually not allowing Black Tortoise forces of Duck to shoot. So it's not a perfect defending position. And
Mif can go around as well. If he wants to, he can flank it by the shrine.
So it's going to be a long game.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cool that Duck actually managed to make it so close after that. I thought he was surely dead.
And it makes sense that he lost his cavalry so fast. I mean, compared to his usual cavalry heavy build, just because of these 3 Shogutais, he didn't have second Shogunate Guard cavalry, and his Yariki were level 6 instead of level 7, and that additional morale upgrade can play its role. And I think I have to watch over this initial cavalry engagement. I think what happened is Mif's cavalry were in much more compact formation. They were like 5 rows deep, and Duck's cavalry was very wide. So after initial charge, even without additional move orders, Mif's cavalry went through. That happens. I know that Man, I just don't have time to test all these things. These cavalry engagements are difficult, very difficult. And I will take a look at chat. Maybe something interesting going on there.
Well, the thing is, Duck's got Shrine, and that really helps out. But he doesn't have Farmhouse. If he had Farmhouse, that would be nice for his Shogitai.
Yeah, actually, in chat, I read previous messages. Get organized, Mif blowing up, and yes, that's part of the reason Duck managed to come back, because Mif at some point have his red beast in a very awkward formation.
Yeah, basically what happened in the second game, I think, when he crossed over.
Yep.
Was kind of the same thing, but in a different situation. Well,
so right now I think Mif actually should attack on his right flank, move red bears in range, start shooting at these black tortoise forces, and move Imperial infantry, the marine from behind. Yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
And Duck thinking at the same level. You see, Duck thinking about that too. Moving his black tortoise force. I mean, when you have only 8 units left on a field, it's so easy to predict everything. It's so easy. I mean, oh man. It's like they have no options. They both have to do what they do.
Oh, he's gonna target the Marines. I think.
Mistake on a Mif spot. Huge blunder. Oh man.
He's gonna lose the Marine now.
Yeah, one more volley.
Where is he? 36 men. And
There
he's
is
getting
no
flanked. Flanked by Black Tortoise now too.
But these Black Tortoise forces aren't shooting.
Okay,
at least
Marine
they
is
shoot
out.
very slowly.
Wow, this is a very bad engagement by Miv.
Yeah, I kinda don't understand it.
Yeah, he's throwing this. Is he really throwing this game away? Because that's what it seems like. He just lost his
He's
Marine.
not throwing, he's losing it.
Yeah.
That's the pressure. That's the pressure. You see, he imagines this Black Tortoise force to be a little bit in the middle of the forest, and he didn't even think that Duck can move them closer. So he got like in 110 range, took over the whole forest in range of his infantry de marine, which actually not that smart. But I mean, under such a pressure, people tend to do such mistakes, unfortunately.
But now he's surely lost this, because it's 3 lines versus 3 lines and Shogitai for Duck. So he's surely lost this.
Not yet, but seems so.
Oh, and Duck's getting another shot off from the unit he has in the forest.
And look, this is the second time Mif. I don't know what time it is. Mif got first volley on these Black Tortoise forces by getting in range first. How? Oh, nice waves here, getting these Shogitais, and Duck might lose his Shogitai. So very close game. I mean,
Miv has to pull back to the forest. Pull back to the forest, Miv, because that's your only chance now. Don't stand and fight. That's what he should do right now, because if he stands and fights, he's gonna lose this. Well, he lost that unit on his flank. Shogitai in melee.
45-man Shogitai getting in melee. This shrine winning the game for Duck right now.
Morale.
Wow,
man. What a crazy game. I thought we were like in the beginning. Okay, yeah, I think Duck's gonna lose
like,
this. Yeah.
You know, this is like 2 games in one.
How?
Man, what a performance. And it's impossible with... It wasn't such cool games with Han Asparov, for example. I'm sorry, Han, but it's so cool just because Mif shows some great plays himself. Early game, he makes Duck really cry blood tears. But then Duck somehow turned it around.
I guess it was partially because maybe he got too, maybe he got too confident after that. I don't know. Because
not
now,
only that, but you mean when you fight, obviously you lose your formation. Your forces become unorganized. And if you noticed, when Duck already lost his cavalry, he still risked his general. He risked his remaining cavalry and lost it. Why? We have the answer. He just bought himself time to get Shogitais in melee. It was I mean, can you sacrifice your general for that? I wouldn't do it that easily, but Duck did it. He bought himself like 30 seconds by continuing this cavalry fight until he lost all cavalry. He had to play it even more risky after he lost his first 2 Yariki. But how fast he lost his Sabri cavalry, it's insane. And interestingly enough, they deployed almost the same amount of men, and Duck was like 150 men more effective. It's super close game, and it really was decided by a shrine in the end, shrine control.
Yeah. And
Cavalry wasted.
Yeah. And now Miv is in such a tough position.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't say that he plays bad, right?
By the way, 1
by-
week, no beer.
Oh man. Well, I will finish this one since I already started it. But yeah, until the next Monday, I'm not drinking anything alcoholic. Okay. Well, what can I tell? And I think important, maybe the most important mistake in this scenario is one more thing. Why Duck sacrificed his general, this Imperial Guard Cavalry of Myth. You see how far ahead Duck actually thinks. He did everything to get this shooting cavalry. He paid so high price because it was his last chance. If this Imperial Guard Cavalry was alive, it was over. I mean, no questions here. Oh, okay then. Waiting for next game. Ah, and another host. Okay.
Wow, I am still in shock after that game.
Yep. Okay, I need to change. And we got finals here. In Quick and Death tournament number 5.
This is... I don't have any words for this.
Well, still, there is one thing to remember. I have to write it down. I need to know how Myth won this cavalry engagement. I just need to know it. This is a 4th game, right?
Yes, well, the one that's coming up now is 5th. Well, what happened? Miv had this, and
well, that's one more time show us that game didn't end until it ended. Pointman says Beef played enough tournaments to not feel much pressure. I don't think. I would agree that they both have balls of steel, but he still should feel some pressure.
Yes. Especially now. I've played plenty of tournaments myself and I still feel pressure.
Man, and we have some fear in chat who saying this guy playing pretty bad. I wish this fear played me. I mean, if this is bad, why not a new semifinals? Why not? Oh man. And I don't even know who this fear is. I'm kinda always surprised to see people coming off no, and I never thought that he is noob, right?
I don't know who he is, but supposedly he was in Aggony before. At least that's what he says.
Well, I don't know where he were, but man, I mean, he's certainly giving Duck a ride for his money. That's for certain.
You're still not in the game. What the?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, actually, tried to get in, and it's again okay. Oh, and it's Ubayo and Sen now.
Yes.
I think this is much more suited for Dark style of play overall. Sort of a rush map, enough place for cavalry to run. Well, we were discussing it before yesterday, actually. But there is still camping spots on sides of the map. And getting back to the point, I mean, it. Ah man, when you remember Last Man winning against Duck confidently, so certainly Myth having a very hard time, and he's on the verge of losing. But I mean, at least 2 games. He really had an advantage in the beginning, and he won the first game. So it's very difficult for me to imagine anyone doing such a good job in 4 matches against Duck. Yeah. I don't know who is this fear. I guess. No, you're not saying that he just might be nervous. You said that he's playing bad. He isn't playing perfect, certainly, but so far it's very entertaining. And
yeah, if he was playing bad, the games wouldn't be this close.
Of course not. But of course, I should agree in a sense that he does critical mistakes.
Yeah.
We have seen at least 2 critical mistakes, and on a second game, we certainly have seen a case of not adapting well enough. And
we've seen 1 critical error for Doug, but he actually pulled out of it.
Yep.
So that's the only big mistake that Duck has done thus far, I'd say.
Yet again, this is a 5th game. we have a 3-1 score in favor of Duck right now. And both dojos favoring melee armies, from what I can tell. It's War Dojo and the Workshop.
Yes. So this will be interesting.
It should be. I already like what I see.
Yes, I like it too. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you ask for in such a dynamic match? It's actually, despite some games being a little bit on the long side, they still filled with action.
Well, I can't wait.
And they both took some risky approaches, but I wonder who is more risky here. Okay, and Myth is ready.
And Duck is... well, he seems almost ready, I guess.
Yep, ready. I guess I will start with Myth's build.
Okay.
Okay. Well, once the game starts, actually.
And game is going, so
yep.
You can
And
go ahead.
for Myth, we have quite a risky build, and I will explain why I think so. You have 4 Yariki level 6, Imperial Guard Cavalry, Vanilla. His general is Bushido Gen with gun enabled. He has Spear Levies, Black Tortoise Force, 2 Yarikachi level 4 and level 3, and 3 Shogitais level 4. And I should say I never like seeing Shogitais against Duck, especially on this map, because he will bring cavalry in half of situations. Now for Duck.
So for Duck, we've got Gun Bushido Journals, pretty standard. Shogun Guard Cav rank 6, some Yariki rank 6, the usual kind of stuff for him. Then he's now capturing the Sword Dojo as well with a Yariki rank 7. Then he's got some Red Bears, 3 of them, and Saber Cav rank 7, 2 of them, so very high level Saber Cav, and some Yarikachi rank 2, and that is all we can see right now. So just heavy cavalry kind of play once more.
And interestingly enough, he did hide his Saber cavalry in the beginning, but he showed them, and I might have an idea why he did so. I wonder what... Duck is attacker, right, in this game?
Yes, he always attacked in the first game.
Yeah, and Duck is going to be suffering because of this Imperial Guard cavalry. Well, if Myth doesn't mismicro them somehow.
Well, Miv, I think he has the tools to deal with it because he has spears and a few of them.
So the good plan for him would be skirmishing with this Imperial Guard cavalry till the end of time. Oh, until armor runs out.
Oh,
because there is no archery dojo.
Oh, what?
But actually,
he's...
Duck moving in.
Yeah, Miv's moving around awkwardly with his units. I don't know.
Yep, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, now he seems organized now, but actually
he's charging his cavalry. I
Well, Duck's
am
cavalry
not sure about
is,
this. This is a very risky.
Well, Duck's cavalry is saber cav there, so they're not the best anti-cav. But I don't know about this for Duck because Miv has spears that can support, but so does Duck actually. Huh? And Duck's got more Yariki that are free.
Huh.
Well, now Yarikachi. Well, Miv does have 2 Yarikachi instead, but oh, Miv's Imperial Guard Cav got caught by Yariki of Duck.
Just because Duck have 3 cavalry units more. Well, 3 melee cavalry more.
Now that
and
Red
he's
Bear
dominating cavalry fight. Completely dominating.
Now he's gonna take out that Yarikachi with his incoming Red Bears. So at this point, it's actually looking very good for Duck because even though Saber Cav may not be cost effective against Yariki, if you think about it, he had lots of Cav, so he had some free Cav that he could run around with.
Yeah, and well, Saber Cavalry actually have thick attack, like 32 attack. So they actually have the same attack as the Shogunate Guard Cavalry. So it actually make up for lack of anti-cavalry bonus. And other thing is, Yariki of Miv actually wasted their charge.
And General of Miv is gone as well.
Yep, looking very bad right now. But I'm not sure. Right now, Duck is under fire from this Black Tortoise forces and the Imperial Guard cavalry. So his cavalry is highly depleted. I think he should disengage them.
Disengage now. Still gonna keep his cav though, and that's the most important thing right now. And he's now kiting. He's gonna get more shots off with his gen into all those units.
Yeah, but the Imperial Guard cavalry is still alive.
Oh, he might get Duck's General, or no, there's Saber Cav coming. Will he?
No.
He won't. Yeah,
probably because of this. Sometimes they refuse to shoot at the target you give them.
Okay, more volleys from the gen of Duck. Actually, I don't know if. Okay, he's gonna go and get into the Imperial Guard Cav with his Saber Cav.
Yeah, I don't know why Mif making this mistake yet again. This is probably the 3rd time he's not making a good use of his shooting cav, but he actually got the Saber Cavalry for only 2 men on his Imperial Guard Cavalry unit.
And now he might get, well, he might get a couple of the men of Duck's gen. But it would be risky because he's only got 18 men, so...
And it's actually a question how Duck is planning to attack now, because he cannot easily move over this ridge.
And he has shown his ninjas. They
Finally,
can be seen now.
And we can actually now speculate about initial plan for Duck. It was something like what Blixery did. That's why he hidden his Saber Cavalry. He wanted to start a mess with his ninjas and get his cavalry closer. But then he noticed that Miv brought melee rush and decided not to sacrifice his ninja and hidden this ninja near Sword Dojo to maybe get something against cavalry of Miv, but Miv played it very safe.
Oh, I thought Duck wasn't looking at this journal, but finally he did. He waited until the last moment to pull it back. But actually Miv is gonna get the first volley on his Black Tortoise now, I think. No, that's line of sight problems, so he can't.
And I don't know, I don't actually think Miv does a smart thing by moving his Shogitais out of far away from reach.
Yeah, because now Duck can send his Red Bears over the hill as well. So, I mean, I guess surprisingly the workshop has been decapped by Duck. Surprisingly. Oh, what is Miv doing? Oh, he's losing his black tortoise to the red bears of duck now.
Yep.
And now there's the other red bear that's gonna be there to shoot at the Shogitai. But Shogitai of Miv is actually in forest, so it's gonna be
And
harder
the
to
thing
kill.
is, I believe duck have just little bit low in cavalry right now to route these Shogitais. But I mean, yeah, this is yet again looking like a long game awaits for us.
Shogitai now gonna run into Duck's red bears,
The enemy
but
is uncovered.
And
the Gen
his
of
general.
Duck, well, they can.
Whoa, 12 man, 30 man. Getting
And-
too cocky.
Yeah, actually, the Kisho ninjas of Duck are gonna lose to Shogitai.
Well,
So
obviously.
Yeah, but not cost-efficient trade for Duck at all. Ninjas haven't paid for themselves.
But well, it's a good investment against
Yeah,
elite line infantry build, I think. But here, I think the main problem is that two Black Tortoise forces and Ninja were out of the fight when cavalry started to fight. But it doesn't mean that he lost the game yet. But it certainly looks bad.
yeah. Now he has a free unit of red bears that can fire the Shogitai while his
Let's
other
see
red
if
bear
his
can-
general survives.
Oh,
Yeah,
that Shogitai.
survives.
That Shogitai is down to 109 men.
Which one?
That Miv is using to chase the red bears. Well, there's two that he's using, but one of them is taking casualties.
Yep.
Yeah, I think.
Lack of general really hurting Mif right now.
Yeah, well,
His
Miv
units are wavering.
might only have Shogitai right now. Oh, he does have one black tortoise. If he has only Shogitai, then Duck can use his general as shooting cav, and it'll take like 10 minutes to beat Miv, but he'll do it. But he still has that black tortoise, and Miv actually got the red bears routed off the field on the other side with his Shogitai. He needs to chase them though to make sure they don't come back, if he can, because if they come back, that'll be too problematic for him. Oh, and if Duck, all Duck needs to do now is keep his gen alive and take out the black tortoise somehow. That's all he needs.
He doesn't even need that, because right now he can freely attack Shogitais that are far away.
Yeah,
I mean-
he even has red bears still. And
That red bears on a far away, they will probably not come back from routing. I think Duck may be playing this a bit okay, Black Tortoise Force. No? Oh,
Nice,
he is not
Ollie.
targeting them. But these three units are doomed, wavering units.
yeah, and I think they might route soon. I mean,
They should.
if Duck gets a nice charge off, they'll route for sure. It's all about how he plays this out. And with that red bear, he's gonna be able to take out those black tortoise for sure. There they go. They're routed. So nice play by Duck there. All that's left is to route that spear levy.
Yep, and as you can see, he is very good at playing till the very end. I should say he is in a good shape. This red bear is actually doomed.
Goes spear
Duck
levy.
needs to charge these Shogitais. He needs to stop them right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay,
he's gonna get decent
Uh,
charge off, and the
a
spear
bit
levy are
lucky, I
routed.
guess. A bit lucky.
Well, rear charge into Shogitai took out so many men, and I guess this should be
This is a
GG.
match.
Yeah.
Yep. And like previous semifinals, it's a 4-1 score.
Very but still close game.
Yeah, very tough battles. I agree with Duck. It's, I mean, no words here. You can see who is strong, but it doesn't mean that he is, like, dominated. he dominated statistically, but on battlefield he really had to do his best.
Well,
So
against Miv.
Yeah, well, I want to thank me for making Duck do his best, because sometimes it seems that he doesn't even have to try hard.
Well, take a look at the final statistics, and we will have an Il Terrible Duck final and a Tycho Miv bronze match.
Okay, and final stats. Well, I don't know what really to say here. Certainly these Kish ninjas weren't effective at all. General did quite a lot of work, but no clear MVP in this match.
Yeah, the general mostly got kills near the end, I think.
Yep. So, only two real weaknesses Myth showed in this game. First of all, in a very strange, against very strange builds, he cannot adapt well enough. So maybe he doesn't have enough strategic tools in his arsenal. And the second mistake, in my opinion, is he don't micro his K units well enough. I mean, Imperial Guard Cavalry, Revolver Cavalry, his Marines sometimes. He put too much attention to chip line, but maybe not enough attention to the units that should win him the game in the end. Well, okay, thank you for watching, guys. See you later.
Alright, so thank you as well for watching, and thank you for co-commentating with me, Zeript, and
Thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed this match. Certainly there were some tough battles, so...
And I should say, in my... it's one of the best three of matches I've seen so far on this tournament. First two certainly being Myth against Killerfish and Pointman against Killerfish. Oh, no. Myth against GG, I guess. Yeah, Myth against GG.
Yes. So I shall see you guys next time. Please comment, rate, and subscribe if you enjoyed this live stream and video, and also subscribe to Zeript's channel. So I shall see you next time.